Hi there, in this video we will look at how to build a package using the package builder. Once you have created and configured the basic settings of a package, it is time to add items that will be included or booked optionally. Make sure to have created all your accommodations, services and activities before this step. From the package's configuration page, you can open the package builder. You will find 4 sections in this package: base items, optional items, cross-selling items, and, in the case of a package with accommodation options. Base items are those which are included in the package by default and the booker cannot remove them. For example, if the package has breakfast included, we will add it here. Optional items are those which you can offer for the guest to book in addition, for example, a snorkeling activity. Cross-selling items appear as an extra step of optional items in the booking engine, and if you have the advanced feature in the add-ons and upgrades section of the customer portal. They can also be exposed depending on the previously selected items. For example, you may want to offer a surfboard rental only if someone has booked a surf guiding activity. In the accommodation options, you can add the accommodations and rooms that will be possible to book with this package. If there are certain items which should not be booked together by one single guest, you can create an item group. Item groups allow the booker to only book one of the options in the group. For example, this may be the case if the package offers surf lessons or surf guiding. Both should not be booked together. To create an item group, add one of the items first and click on the 3 dots. Then, click on Turn into a group. You can now add another item to be included in this group. If you added this under the base item section, you need to set a default selection. The configuration of an item will determine for which days it is added to the booking, or in case of optional and cross-selling items, when it is possible to book. The standard configuration allows selecting arrival day, normal days, departure day, and unscheduled. Normal days are every day except arrival and departure. When setting an item as unscheduled, it will be added once with no date. Keep this in mind as the item will not be added to the calendar or planning lists when booked, and no capacity or block dates will be considered. The weekdays configuration will make the item only bookable for the specific weekdays you have selected. If you have activities with time slots, make sure that they are available on the same days. If there is no time slot for a certain day of the week that has been marked in the package builder, it will not be added to the booking. An advanced configuration allows to set a pattern and set in which days of that pattern the item can be added. You can decide if the item is repeated or not. This can be used, for example, if a package includes one massage every 3 days. For optional and cross-selling items, you will find that a quantity configuration is possible. For example, you can give the option to book a number of yoga lessons which can then be scheduled on site. You can define the quantity range the booker can book from. This is exposed as a drop-down in the booking engine. When you see a calendar icon, you can decide if the item is configurable or non-configurable. This will happen for optional items. When you turn the calendar green, the booker can decide which date or time slot to book. When the calendar is red, a booker can only decide whether to book the item or not. The red eye icon means that the item will not be exposed in the booking engine and only visible when creating a back office booking. To expose items in the booking engine, make sure to click this icon and turn it green. A similar setting you will find in the accommodation section. From the drop-down, you can decide if the accommodation option is included in the booking engine or excluded. There may be certain items or accommodations that you reserve for guests that book via phone or email. As mentioned in the previous video about creating a new package, the pricing of a package can depend on the items that are included in it. From the Rates tab, you can decide if an item is included at no charge or if its rate is picked from the inventory. If the rate is picked from the inventory, the price will automatically update in the booking engine. This will consider seasonal pricing and any other logic that you have configured in the product settings. You can add specific discounts to each item that will only apply when being booked with the current package. For example, you may want to provide a discount to the accommodation when someone is booking a weekly package. These discounts are directly taken from the prices displayed and not shown as a promotion. The Conditions tab is irrelevant for most cases and must be used with care. The minimum and maximum fields in this section do not define the capacity of the item or the accommodation, which is defined in the settings of the product. These fields define whether the item is exposed or not based on the number of guests in the booking. For example, if you have a quadruple room, you may only want to expose it when 3 or more guests book together. The minimum and maximum duration fields determine if the item is exposed or not based on the duration of the package. For example, if you offer a 5-day surf course, it would be appropriate to only display this item for a minimum length of stay of 5 or 6 nights. If you do not require such conditions for your items, you can leave the fields empty. Items are exposed by default when they are set to visible and have availability. When adding activities or services with a limited capacity, it is important to set their booking policy. Otherwise, the default rule is to allow a booking even when an activities or services capacity is full. For base items, you can decide to exclude the item from the booking when it is fully booked, or to completely disable the booking of the package. For optional and cross-selling items, you can exclude the item from the booking, which means that it will not be displayed as an option. Once you have finished building your package, you can add it to the booking engine and test the flow. You can set the widget to be hidden, so the booking engine page can only be opened via the back office or with a specific link. We hope you found this video useful and wish you the best of luck with the configuration and building of your packages. Thanks for watching.